Alright, so we're going to do substitution with a special case where both equation 1 and equation 2, they both equal to y. You see how both of them have just y by itself? So in the first one it says y equals 4x minus 9, and the second one y equals x minus 3. So when they both equal to y, so this is basically what it means. y1, that's the first equation right here, and then y2, if both equations equal to y, that means that y1 is equal to y2. So when you have something like that, for y1, meaning your first equation, so again, when they both equal to y, it's just basically meaning y1 equals to y2. Now you don't have to copy this. This is just a visual aid to help you understand the concept. So for y1, what I'm going to do, since y equals 4x minus 9, so therefore y1, which is this, is equal to 4x minus 9. And then y2, the second equation, is this. So for y2, I'm going to replace or substitute with x minus 3. Okay, so again, if they're both equal to y, then basically it's y1 equal to y2. So therefore, for y1, I substitute with 4x minus 9. y2, I substitute with x minus 3. So now we have 4x minus 9 equal to x minus 3. So we're just going to solve just like we did for solving an equation. If I want to get my x variable to the left side, I have to cancel out the x on the right. So the opposite of positive x is minus x, and I did it on the right side, so I gotta do it on the left side. So my equal sign right here, the x cancel out, so on the right side is just negative 3. 4x minus x will be just 3x, bring down to minus 9. Alright, now I got all the x variables on the left side. What I need to do now is get the numbers on the other side, opposite of the variable. So if I want to get 3x by itself, I need to cancel out the minus 9. The opposite of minus 9 is plus 9. Do it on the left side, so I gotta do it on the right side. So 3x, the 9 cancel out, equal sign, negative 3 plus 9. Now if you need to double check, you can always do the number line. But negative 3 plus 9 is 6. Alright, I'm going to write it up here. 3x equal 6. Now if I want to solve for x, I need to make sure it's by itself, so I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. So that means I'm going to get x equals positive 6 divided by positive 3 would be a positive 2. Alright, so we got the value of x. Now what I'm going to do is use this value and plug it in either case. So let's say we do the first one. Y equal 4x minus 9. So I'm going to plug in the 2 into this x. So y equal, since there's a number in front, so I'm going to be 4 parenthesis 2 close parenthesis minus 9. And then I'm going to simplify 4 times 2. So y equal 8 minus 9. And then simplify 8 minus 9. If you want to double check your integers, if it's positive or negative, use the number line. but 8 minus 9 will be -1. So there's our answer. Now if you were to write it as a coordinate point, x comes first, so 2, comma, y, which is -1. So you could write it as a coordinate point, which is fine. And I'll box that. Or you can just box the y value and the x value. Whichever is fine, as long as you box x and y or box the coordinate. So this is what you do when there's a special case where both equation equals to the same variable. Set up like an equation, solve for it. In this case, we solve for x first. Once we get x, we plug it into either of the equation, but in this case, we use the first one, plug in the x, and solve for y.